Hey everyone, it's Vodka here again, back with another video. I know I haven't been putting out many videos recently. I've been really busy and making videos wasn't on the top of my priority, but I want to get back to making more videos. But first of all, I want to let everybody know that I will be at EVO next week, EVO 2026, and I'll be helping run Super Turbo as well as CVS2 in our BYOB section. Just some smaller tournaments that we are running for EVO, and it's going to be a good time because I haven't been back since 2021, I believe was when we were there last. So if you're in EVO, come check us out and maybe sign up for the tournament even on the spot. You can join. Anyways, let's get to the video. The topic of today's video is don't get too thirsty. Now, if you've been following Riz and I in our streams and our videos, you may oftentimes hear us say the expression don't get too thirsty, yelling out don't get too thirsty. Now in this video, I just want to explain to you what that concept is in the terms of video games and fighting games. Now, don't get too thirsty is similar to the Japanese expression for gaman, which is patience and holding back. So when you have your opponent on the heels and you're on the verge of winning or getting a guard crush, that's when we use the term don't get too thirsty. Because when your opponent is on the verge of death, they actually become probably more dangerous and more random, and the reason for a lot of quick turnarounds and shift in momentum in that moment. Now you may think, oh, they're almost dead, I just want to go in and kill them. I want to go in as hard as I can, but try to hold back on that feeling and just wait. And I'm going to explain to you what the advantage of doing that is. Now, at the crucial point of your match, a lot of times I see people just going in too hard when they don't need to at the very end, and they might eat a random level 3 or get a random rolled on when they think they're about to win, and the momentum of the match completely shifts. And what happens is they may lose that round because of it. The opponent might get them down with their random YOLO super, and now they have a quick Yomi on their wake up, and all of a sudden you lost that round. And then you're thinking about, oh, what happened? I could have won. I should have won because I had such an advantage, but I threw it away, and that may carry you over to the rest of your match. And I've seen times where people can just lose the entire set because of one critical mistake when they could have just won, but then, it turned around and they just overextended themselves. And it does a lot of mental damage that you don't think about that could swing the tides of the game. In this video, I want to particularly highlight the guard crush system. Now, I want to explain the guard crush system to you guys in case you haven't played a game that has one. I'm mostly speaking about Alpha 3 and CVS2. They both have a guard crush system. Now, in Alpha 3, there's a guard on top, as similar as underneath your health bar as CVS2, and you have only so much guard. And when you're hit enough, you see the guard bar go down, and when it's breaking, it will be flashing, similar to CVS2. And when your guard is broken, it is essentially like you are dizzied and your opponent gets a free attack on you, and you are stunned. So therefore, you don't want to be guard broken because you're not even getting hit, you're getting punished for blocking too much. And I think that is actually a very genius system that they put into these games that really makes the games interesting, because a lot of the games actually do focus around the guard bar as well, not just the health of your character. And not all guard systems are made equal. I think it is more punishing in Alpha 3 as your guard bar actually depletes and becomes shorter every time you're guard broken. So if you're guard broken too many times, you essentially have no more guard, and you can't even block more than a few hits before you're guard broken again. So essentially that round is almost forfeit because your guard is so low. But in CVS2, your guard will come back to the same full length. But in Alpha 3, the good thing is that you can actually mash, similarly like when you were dizzy, you can mash out of the stun quicker and almost instantaneously if you mash quick enough. But in CVS2, the stun is always set to be a constant value, and doesn't matter if you mash, you'll still be dizzied for the same amount of time. When your guard is low, what you want to do is think about your opponent's mentality. Both players can see that whoever has the low guard is at a disadvantage. It is bright flashing. And therefore, you have to think about how your opponent is thinking when their guard is low. What they're thinking is that they either want to attack you, so they're on the offense, or they need to run away and evade you so they don't get guard broken. Now, generally, you have a lot of options as you can do those things anyways, but you can also block. You essentially remove one of their options so they can no longer block, therefore making their movement a little bit more predictable. You have less mental stack to think about. So all you need to do is focus on two things. Are they trying to escape, or are they trying to go on the offense and attack you and are trying to evade your attack to come at you? Or are they getting desperate? Are they going to just do a YOLO super and hopefully that it hits, or a YOLO activate so that they get themselves out of danger? So the guard really forces them into a certain option, because sometimes you have to activate to save yourself because your guard is so low. So you forces them to spend their bar when maybe they necessarily did not want to spend that bar at that time. And if their guard is low, essentially you have that momentum on them, that advantage mentally on your opponent. Therefore, keeping their mental pressure on instead of having the mental pressure on yourself, keeping your advantage throughout the match just by simply having your guard low instead of immediately going in and wanting to crush their guard. Now, lastly, I want to show you an example of what I'm talking about here in this match between Sugu and TKM in the last EVO Japan. You can see the entire round. It goes for almost the entire round when Sugu has advantage on the guard for TKM, but he doesn't go in and he just waits to crush the guard of TKM, because in the beginning he had TKM's guard pretty low, but instead of just crushing him immediately, he waited and kept this advantage on him until the end when he finally crushed the guard and he knew he would end the match with his combo in the end. Now you see TKM is almost guard crush here, but instead of Sugu going and thirsting for that guard crush, he just waited. And I was surprised at how long that he actually waited until he actually got the guard crush. And it was really impressive for me to see this. This is the true definition of not getting too thirsty. So here he knew once you get the guard crush, he's going to get a custom combo and then win the round. And there you have it, guys. That's an example of not getting too thirsty and Gaman, and I hope you guys can apply it to your own games. Next time you have your opponent on the ropes, don't try to go in immediately. Just wait it out, let them make the final mistake, and then capitalize on the win instead of having them make a quick turnaround and then you throw in the match. Thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you liked it, give it a like, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.